Oh, that's a good question. My first camera was, I believe it was like, I don't know, like a Coolpix, one of those point and shoot cameras. I remember I went through like probably a good handful of those little point and shoot cameras when I was younger. Um, I've I was always the guy out of the group that had the camera. I was always the guy that would document everything. And yeah, a lot of my friends got into like music, like hip hop, and it was cool just like kind of documenting that phase. And it led to me shooting portraits, and then yeah, it spiraled from there. It was kind of like a snowball of like me wanting to just save moments in time.
Awesome.
Mm, I love portrait photography. That's definitely one of my favorite things to shoot. Um, like I don't know, some of my favorite photography is I don't know. I have this one photo I took. I had lunch with like this random guy in LA, and I don't know. It's just the sickest portrait because you could tell he was happy in his eyes that I had a conversation with him, and I think that's yeah, portrait photography for sure. Yeah, I shoot professionally. Um, I feel like professional is a very like broad question because anybody could be a professional, but I do make money off photography. um, I think one of my favorite focal lengths is definitely like 85 millimeter. Um, because you just get in and tight. Because I do shoot portraits, a lot of portraits. So either that or the 100 millimeter macro lens. I don't. I love that thing for portraits. The amount of detail you pick up, it's just cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a few favorite photos. One of them is that random guy in LA that that I had lunch with, and then another one of them is a portrait of I don't know this girl. Her name was Ariel. Um, just beautiful, and I think it sticks to me because of the way she told me she felt after I took the portrait. Because I don't know, a lot of people are insecure. A lot of people are I don't know, just don't see themselves in a certain light, and for me I think that's why I like portrait photography is because of moments like that. But yeah, definitely Ariel and that random guy in LA.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, one of these photos that I took, it's of my grandma. It's of her it's her at the kitchen table, and it's so funny because she's chopping vegetables and she can barely see, and you could tell that she's guiding the knife with her hand because she can't see where she's cutting. And I don't know, it's just a very fond memory of mine that I have of my grandma at the kitchen table. Um, yeah, cooking, doing her thing.
Yeah. Were you really close to your grandparents or grandma?
Yeah, my grandma in particular. She basically raised me. Yeah, she basically raised me. She's the reason why I am the way I am. I feel like she's still alive. It sounds like she's dead. I'm making it sound like she's
Well,
dead,
yeah, yeah.
but she's not.
Yeah.
She's I don't know. She's a big part of my heart.
Yeah.
I do have one that I really like. It's like from one of my friends, um, Jarek. I don't know. He shoots like a lot of like lifestyle photos, and I don't know. It's very majestic. I don't know. It's like one of those photos you have to see to like know. Yeah. What inspires me to create is I feel like the way inspires me to create because like I love the feeling that I see on people's faces when I show them like a portrait or a picture of themselves because it's exciting. It really is. I mean, like I said, Ariel, the guy in LA. It's so funny. He added me on Instagram. I didn't think he would have an Instagram. He's like this like 65-year-old dude, like Native American, long hair, just very prideful of LA, which is cool. Yeah.
And so it's having those moments with other people.
Yeah,
that
it's
inspires
definitely
you.
those moments like even like I have this friend, her name's Sierra. Uh, I feel like I feel like after I don't know, maybe it's just me feeling this way, but after I did a shoot with her, it kind of put her on this wave of like just doing her thing, you know? Like I don't know, I'm very big in energies and the way making people feel with like photography.
Yeah.
So like I always make sure that I create like a good experience with myself that way they can see how like awesome they are, you know?
Yeah.
Mm, okay. That's a fun question. In my camera bag, I have a Godox 8200, which is cool little flash. I have a 85 millimeter lens, a 100 millimeter lens, the macro, and a 45 Tamron lens. I just got that thing. I'm so excited for it. And then yeah, I shoot with a Canon 6D. Those are like the main things I usually keep in my bag because glass is so heavy, and I shoot full frame, so like I'm a big dude. I could carry it around, but who wants to carry it around?
Right. Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes selfies. I think everybody should take more selfies when they're feeling themselves. You know, if they're in a good mood, or take a picture in front of the any mirror. I had like a phase where in order to feel more comfortable with myself, I would take photos. Anytime I'd walk by a mirror, I would take photos of myself, just so I could be comfortable with seeing myself in photos. I don't know, and it's a selfie,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. I think social media is very powerful because you can create so many things with it, and it can control so many things about people. Like when I mean people, I mean it could make people feel bad about themselves because it's false. Social media is like what you want to show the world basically, and half of that is it really is. It's fake. It's people fucking flexing what they think is like cool. I don't know. It's just a lot of showboating. So like, I feel like all these people like become insecure because of it, or they think their life should be a certain way because of it, and it's sad. It's a sad thing. I mean, I feel like yeah, a lot of people compare themselves because of social media, and yeah, it's very corrupt. But I mean, right now it's social media is cool to me right now because because of this whole like movement that the world is in with like the Black Lives Matter, I'm all for that because it is like positivity, because you can spread positivity through it all, and it's a way to connect with everybody, but it's also like a way to bring down yourself. I don't know. It's social media is crazy. It controls everything. Illuminati. Um, I chose the photograph because I felt like it was something that was like, I don't know, it kind of came easier than most other mediums, and I don't know, it clicks a lot more than other things for me, like the lighting, all the like exposure, um, just just capturing little moments. I mean, yeah, it's definitely a very broad art because there are like so many things like you can do like street photography. Oh my God, street photography is crazy. Like you have to have an eye for that. But I mean, for me, like I don't know, if I'm like a big teddy bear, and I don't know, I like making people feel good about themselves. So I think that's why I stuck with it because of the way it makes people feel, and like just kind of documenting time, which is like really cool. Like going back and looking at photos that just take you back for a quick second. Do I have a favorite camera? Right now, one of my favorite cameras is my Fuji. I think it's called X100. I don't know. I just shoot with it. X100S. Um, it's my first time owning a mirrorless camera, so it's like it's so light compared to my Canon 6D. I can bring it anywhere. I literally have it in my car all the time. Um, yeah, and it's cool little like 35 millimeter focal length, so it's very convenient. Jordan loves cats because he's kind of like the same way I am. He's just like super bubbly, like just nice. He's a friendly person and he makes people feel good about themselves. And yeah, the places I've seen that guy like go with photography is insane. And it's I don't know. One day I'll be like him, or one day I'm gonna be myself, but like figure out myself. But yeah, his story is so cool. Like he grew up in Seattle and he shoots like a bunch of local stuff, and a couple of my friends put me on him, and it ended up that he knows like Macklemore, and he's been like shooting them since he was like younger. Cool dude. Super friendly, and if you ever see him, look him up. Jordan loves cats. He has these like, it's funny because he only wears t-shirts because he doesn't have like long arms. He doesn't have any arms. He just has hands, and it works perfectly for his photography because he always has a camera just at his neck, and it's check out his photography. It's so cool. And his story is just like I don't know. It's inspiring. Honestly, um, I don't see it being my full time, just because I love it so much that I can't like. I love it so much, but I don't always charge like what I feel like I'm worth, because I don't know, like photography is like something I don't want to charge to share. Like there's pros and cons to it, I guess, like making people feel good about themselves, weddings, whatever. But yeah, photography, I see it potentially taking off. I don't want to knock myself, but like everybody's a photographer nowadays. Everybody's trying to stick out. I mean, as long as I am able to make somebody feel good about themselves, I'm doing my job. I think the future in photography is it's going. I don't know. That's a very like crazy question because like there's so many younger generations that are so creative nowadays, like with their like cool little cotton balls and like I don't know, it's just wide angles. It's nuts. It's crazy, especially with like the technology nowadays. Like it's it's endless. It really is.
Yeah.
Me personally, I can't do like the whole like I don't know teals and oranges, fad that was going on for a little bit. That's not. I like natural colors. I don't want to see somebody look like an Oompa Loompa. You know what I mean? like, I don't know. For me, like I like. It's just colors are beautiful. I mean, I think that's what like for me. That's why I love film is because it's not like any digital medium. Like it's I don't. I guess it is. I mean, that's why it's called Lightroom, right? But but yeah, it's all cool. Everything's cool. My favorite film stock. Oh, this is one roll I picked up a while ago. It's like Ilford, like 500 or something, or Ilford. It's one of the black and white film stocks.
Yeah, maybe an HP5.
Yeah, HP 500. I don't keep up with like what I buy or I just have a bunch of rolls sitting around.
Just like,
I just grab from it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like sometimes I even just like I have a bunch of point and shoots that I bring out
Yeah.
that I just shoot to shoot with.
Yeah. It's not a bad problem to have. Just
Yeah.
lying around.
Yeah. No, I come here to action camera to develop it. I should though. It's expensive, but support local. I got one for a steal, dude. It was like I got it for like $300. I'm pretty sure it was like stolen.
Yeah. Anytime it's like
Yeah.
for pennies.
Yeah, it was like an L series lens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely stolen.
Yeah.
Don't scratch that serial number.
Yeah,
off,
dude.